Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
So I will simply say ki, like Vicky, in this case, there was tension brewing between us past 2 months, 2 months I think. And there were a lot of hurt caused to us. Every action has a reaction. Like बोलते ना तारी दो हाथ से बजती है, कभी भी एक हाथ से बजती नहीं है. पहली बात. ओके, मैं नहीं बोल सकती हूँ कि जॉन 100% करेक्ट है और ना वो बोल सकता है कि मैं 100% करेक्ट हूँ, ना वो 100% गलत है, ना मैं 100% गलत हूँ. ठीक है. पार्टनरशिप इज अबाउट coming together, facing ups and downs together and making a film. Okay, if you're a partner. तो ये जो 1.5-2 महीने से ये टेंशन चल रहा था हम लोग का रिलीज डेट को लेके, which I'll come to you, but we kept our dignity. We made sure that we never open our mouth. I had heard from lot of people, lot of my top actors who I'm working with, lot of my friends from the industry, lot of my well-wishers, lot of people who are known to me. And everybody used to call me after John Abraham started calling them to kind of create a scenario where he would say, oh, I have not got my money, I have not got my money, and everybody would say, keep quiet. And they would call me back and say, is everything okay? Why John doing this, Prernaa? तो मुझे डेढ़ महीने से बात पता है, ये कोई नई बात नहीं.
So he was always bad mouthing you, हाँ.
हाँ, बैड मत नहीं, ये जो बोल रहा था मुझे नहीं मिला, और मैं सबको इतना बोलती थी कि आप ये तो पूछ लो कि जॉन को कितना नहीं मिला है. मेरा ऑलवेज आंसर होता था उनको कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे यूज्ड टू टेल मी टू बी केयरफुल ऑफ जॉन, एंड एवरी पर्सन हु ही थॉट दैट ही इज ट्रस्टिंग एंड टेलिंग ट्राइंग टू डू दिस न्यू द ड्रामा, बट एवरीबडी कॉल्ड मी बैक at the same time, and I also confronted John on this. And I told John that you're being so sweet to me on the phone, you're being so nice to me, but why are you doing this? This is not a good thing, and the more you do, I will become more aggressive, and it's going to become a personal thing because you're really hurting me, hurting somebody's sentiments, and don't do this to a person. And I will never play a women's card. I think I'm a man in men's world. Okay, There's nothing about men, women. It's about equality. So I'm not going to play the women's card. I've never done that, ever taken a support. But I also have a father who also is watching all this, who also is an outsider, but who also is worried about his daughter. Okay, today my father called and say, what is going on? You understand? Are you really making films with people without understanding? And what are you doing? So my father first time said, now please go behind and let me come in front. Today my father actually called me. Okay, a man who believed me, a man who trusted me, a man, he is around me, but he let me be an independent producer to let me swim, learn my hard way. Okay, but today my father was very upset and he called me because he had a lot of interactions with John. There was a photo shoot initially together. My father has met him too many times. We had spent quality times on my screenings and all. So my father really liked John, honestly.
Okay.
And it's a very big shock for my father that whatever, this is not about that we have not killed each other. We have not robbed each other. Okay, it's a film we are talking about. But not to get into somebody's, don't personal attack people unnecessarily. And you're a mature person. Look at where you come from. Look at what his own life is. Has he come in this industry with a throne on his head? Is he a king? Is he a prince? Who is he? He was also a model who struggled his way to become an actor, and he himself told me about his ups and downs and shared so many things. And I was inspired by John. I really thought that, he understands because he has worked hard.
He's come the hard way.
Yeah, he's come in hard way. तो सामने वाले के लिए भी आप सोचोगे, एक बाहर वाला आदमी खुद ही बाहर वाले के पीछे पड़ जाएगा थोड़ी ना. आपको और जॉन ने इतनी कोई बहुत सक्सेस स्टोरीज नहीं दी इस इंडस्ट्री में, और ऐसा नहीं है ना कि भर के उनके साथ बड़े बड़े डायरेक्टर्स काम करने के लिए मर रहे हैं कि अरे आपको तो नंबर नहीं आ रहा है आपका. ऐसा तो नहीं है. ऐसा तो नहीं था ना कि अरे मर ही रहे हम तो बाबा, इट्स लाइक ही इज ऋतिक रोशन और ही इज टाइगर श्रॉफ. वो तो केस कभी नहीं था. So not like this, due respect to him, I never judged him. I always thought he's a nice person. So I got into the relationship with John when we just came together to make films together. That was the idea. But when you're talking about shock today, no, I'm not shocked. My first shock came to me when I introduced this director, Abhishek Sharma, who was my friend, okay, who I sent to his office, and I sent this story to him, Pokhran, where Abhishek Sharma came to me, that Prernaa produces film. He came to me. I sent him to John, seeing that John at that time was introducing me to Jagannath Puri. and few more directors and some new directors, and there was some car film or some other film, and he wanted to produce that, and nothing was working out. Okay, then there was another article of Invisible Guest, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
There was a story, and there was no actress, and there was nothing moving in that film also, and I also backed out at that time. Okay, and I said, let me focus on Parmanu. So John and me came together to make films. So I introduced him to this director. So the first shock came to me when he met my director, and who I sent him to his office. कि आप सुन लो John, मैं produce करूँगी. And he calls me and says, "I love it. Oh, you know what? I'll start work on it. I'll start my creative on it." And I was in Jaipur, I still remember. And I said, "John, hold on. Let me come back to Bombay." I was on 31st holidays. It was last year. Okay. And I said, let me come back. Let's sit down together. Let's negotiate. Let's understand the budget of the film. As a producer, I'm talking. So I said, don't worry. You trust me now. We are together. I said, okay, fine. I said, okay, John, you carry on. आप काम शुरू कर दो, मैं आके फिर आपसे मिलती हूँ. But I was very hurt that why is he doing that? Why doesn't he want to wait? And why doesn't he want to understand that? Let me negotiate. Let me understand with my director. Let me understand what's the viability of the film. What are we going to make? But no, he did not even wait for me. He did that. So first time I understood that no, John is a different person. And but at that point it was too late. मेरी story और मेरा director already उसके ऑफिस में आके बैठ गया, और मैंने भी डायरेक्टर को भी उसके बाद कभी बात नहीं किया. So first of all, Abhishek Sharma and I, in the entire process, I've never spoken to each other. So John disconnected him and me first, which is the biggest thing, which I am like now telling you, never. And he disconnected me from
So
it.
why couldn't you just pick up the phone on Abhishek?
No, I didn't want to. It was not an ego, but I was hurt, and I told John and I told Abhishek both I didn't like it, because at the same time he started developing the story, and he's just telling me कि वो ये मैंने कर दिया, ये story मैंने ready करा दी, ऐसा हो गया कि उसने कैप्चर कर लिया और फिर मुझे ये बता रहा है कि क्या हो रहा है.
हाँ, मैंने जॉन को बता दिया है, जॉन ने ऐसा बोल दिया है. So there was a separate
director नहीं, John started talking about everything. Not the director. He didn't let the director come to me, meet me, sit with me, everything. He made him sit in his office and kept a team around him, the writer team, and सब कुछ अपने आप करने लग गया creative. But चलो फिर भी भरोसा था कि चलो ठीक है, जॉन को एक्सपीरियंस होगा, ठीक है, उनको करने देते हैं. और उस समय मैं भी बिजी थी अपनी फिल्म्स में. मैं अपना भी, मेरा बैक टू बैक शूटिंग चल रही थी. आफ्टर Rustom I moved into toilet, so I was like, okay,
I know.
That's fine. It's okay. Sometimes you have to give in, and it's fine.
Yeah, because you're handling. चलो ठीक है, हो रहा है.
And I'm also a newcomer, and it's not that I know everything out here. Just one second. आप चाय रख के जाइए, मैं बुलाती हूँ. So I was a newcomer. I said, I also don't want to really, maybe he's right. Of course, there was a little attachment to this particular story, and because Abhishek was somebody, I knew him. Okay. I knew him because of Manish Paul. I still remember Manish Paul introduced me to Abhishek Sharma for a film. Okay. And that was before Rustom. So I had this thing with him. So anyway, I'm just bringing it up so that everybody should know what the truth is. So John का पहला हरकत वो था. उसके बाद जब हमने थोड़ा आगे हम बढ़ गए और स्क्रिप्ट हो गई, तो जॉन ने बोला कि मैं लाइन प्रोड्यूस करूंगा. तो हमने बोला ठीक है जॉन, आप कर लीजिए, because that was his idea of coming together, that we produce, we fund, he'll line produce it and look into the creative part. So that was the whole structure. I said, okay, fine, you do it. And we said, okay, but we still thought, he knew that, okay, let's make a viable film. Let's make money on the film. Let's make profit on the film. It's a good subject. Let's work hard. And I said, okay, let's just do it. And मुझे लगा कि सच्ची में जॉन जो बोल रहा है,
ठीक है, हाँ, the intention is, yeah, I know.
And you also met him during those interviews. You remember?
Of course I did. That whole
chemistry, our bond was very strong. So John was really supportive and so cool and so nice, and I thought he's the nicest guy, and I really liked him. And that's the fact that I really believed in John. So it was not that I didn't. And but I thought maybe he's a different human being, because everybody is different, and I'm not to judge anyone, and everybody is different. Everybody cannot be Akshay Kumar for sure, which I always maintain. After all my experiences, there's only one Akshay Kumar, which I always have maintained. Always, not today that I'm saying that, I've always said that everywhere, in every interview, where I could speak.
Yeah.
So John was a different person, and I was like, okay, fine, let me deal with it. I should just be professional and not really get emotional about these things. Okay.
Yeah.
And we started working. Then one fine day, just before the shoot because he had his dates free. He knew that he is going to make this film and film this. So उनकी dates free थी, literally. तो 3 महीने में हमने दिसंबर में ये बात हुई थी. जनवरी फरवरी के अंदर ये सारी चीजें हो गई क्लोजर पे. मार्च में उन्होंने बजट बताया. जून में पिक्चर शूट पे जाने वाली थी. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर. बाकी 3 महीने में पिक्चर रेडी हो गई. इस फास्ट स्पीड से काम किया. हमारे बीच में MOU बन रहा था, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की तैयारी हो रही थी और वन फाइन डे जस्ट बिफोर द शूट के 1.5 महीने पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जॉन के पास टीम नहीं थी. जो जॉन ने आज भी इंटरव्यू में बोला है 15 फिल्म्स. आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी फिल्म्स. आई लाइक टू नो व्हिच आर दोस फिल्म्स फर्स्टली. आई डोंट नो व्हिच आर दोस फिल्म्स. आई रियली डोंट नो.
15 ad films he said.
15 ad films or whatever. He said a lot of other films. I don't know which are the other films. Ad films is different from filmmaking. Okay? So by saying that he produced the ad does not make any difference to me. It doesn't, because that's ad you could make for 100 reasons, but not films. How many films has he produced of this quality and this size of money? I like to know. I like to know which ones are those and how much money. Who has allotted him that money, and show me one acquisition contract in this company. I will tomorrow quit this film. If John Abraham can show me one acquisition of this size, of this amount, I'll quit this film. I'll quit Parmanu. So I'll quit Parmanu, like I said, because he hasn't, and that much I know. I know the number of films he's produced, and I know who's produced what. And that is also not the point. Again, it's not about not trying to find loopholes into each other. No. Okay, he has got experience in the industry. That was more than enough for us. कि चलो ठीक है वो बना रहे हैं. So the number came to 35 crore at that point. So it was like okay. And I have always been a very optimistic person. I've always been a person who takes challenges. I said, okay, fine, it's a film and John बोल रहे हैं, John इतने passion से बात कर रहे हैं, चलो करते हैं.
But were you okay with the number, considering the
No, I just come to that point. I said चलो करते हैं.
John's number and John's solo 35. Did you think it was high? Did you think it was okay?
I knew it was high. Of course, I knew it was high, and I'm a person who always goes backward planning. That's what I've learned from Akshita. And so I always definitely knew that I'll first check with my studio partners, and I will always have somebody on board with me, somebody stronger than me, somebody powerful than me, because I'm a newcomer. I could have all the passion and everything in my, at my side, but I still want somebody who's better than me, powerful than me, and somebody I could rely on, a big umbrella. I was always clear that I'd like to have a studio partner with me, and hence we did meet up 2-3 studio partners together, John and me, and all the partners turned down the project on the number. They liked the story, but they always said, no, the numbers are not working, and they negotiated hard with John. Okay, and I just kept quiet because John was directly talking to them, and he knew that it's not working out. But at that point, I was fearful. So now the confession is, I was very fearful because पहली बात तो ये मेरा story, मेरा discovery थी, और मुझे 100% इस पे faith था पोखरन के subject पे. ठीक है? मुझे ये लगा कि आज जिस तरह जॉन का रवैया है, और अगर आज मैं उनको बोलती हूँ कि नहीं जॉन ये नहीं कर सकते 35 करोड़ में, एज ए न्यू कमर द वे ही मिसबिहेव विद मी टुडे, वो बिहेवियर तब भी झलक रहा था उनमें उस टाइम पे भी. मुझे एक हल्का सा फियर बैठ गया था बिकॉज मेरे पीछे उन्होंने स्टूडियो से बात करना शुरू किया. वो ट्राई कर रहे थे कि उनको डायरेक्टली कुछ मिल जाए, वो पीछे से पीछे मुझे कटवा देते. ये बात 100% थी. और ऑब्वियसली डायरेक्टर वो ऑलरेडी अपने जे प्रोडक्शन के अंदर उसको उन्होंने काम स्टार्ट करा दिया था. स्क्रिप्ट की मोनोपोली उन्होंने अपने अंदर रख ली थी. आपको पता है स्क्रिप्ट मेरे पास नहीं थी, तो ये सब कुछ चीजें थी जो मैं बयान नहीं कर सकती हूँ. बट ये डिफिकल्ट टाइम आ गया था. आई रिमेंबर लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन माय कंपनी एंड माय टीम टोल्ड मी कि डोंट बी अटैच्ड एंड लीव इट. ओके, दिस नंबर इज नॉट वर्किंग, बट आई गॉट अटैच्ड टू द स्टोरी. I said, no, it's my discovery. Today, I don't want to give this away. It's a battle of 4-5 crores. Let me fight it out. And okay, and also, maybe John is right. Let's just do it together,
How much was the maximum number you were getting on it?
28.
28 was the last, okay.
27, 28. They said the John's fee should be around 6 to 7 crore. Everybody just said the same, and John should reduce the fees to 6 to 7 and not take a price of 10-13 crore. He was at that point saying that out of 35 crore, 13 crore will be his fees. So everybody had the same issue. A lot of studios, and there are a lot of witnesses. Whoever will read this will know I'm talking the truth out. And John knows that. Everybody is a conscious. Everybody has to go up to God, So they all know it's all karma. So you can't lie. You can't lie because I already have proof. If I have to show it on proof, I'll show it on proof also. Because now it's a war, and I'm open. I will meet up the court and I'll show all the emails of my previous record on this film also. So I've got everything which is black and white. So this happened, and at the same time so this moved on, and because of my relationship with Z Studio, because I'd done Rustam with them, I was doing a film called Badla with them at that point, which was being directed by Siddharth Anand, and there was Sanjay Dutt's comeback, and that was my second film with them. And that time I proposed to them Parmanu because of my good relationship with them, and also that they'd liked the script. They came on board on a number which was very difficult, but I kind of sold my rights to them. So Z Studio, I got them on board by selling my rights as my presenter producer, but I made sure that, I sold my satellite to them, my digital to them, my overseas to them, and my music to them on a good number. And so I was like, okay, fine. At least I've achieved it because of my relationship with them, because of my previous work with them and the kind of person I am. They knew exactly what I'm talking about. And if there was any losses, they know that KriArj will always ensure, because I do not bring losses to my partners for show. That's been my record. As all my films, none of my studio partners have lost money. I'm sure that every partnership has been fruitful, because every producer partner has been, they've all made money with me. It's never that my partner loses, because I believe in longevity. I believed in the partner who believes in me should not lose money. I'll bear the losses, but not the partner. So I'm a person who gives away. Similarly with Z Studio, I knew that, okay, they've done, but I have to ensure that this film should be made well, and, I should be able to deliver to them whatever I promised, because it was by my words, finally, that they believed, and also believing in a product, And
so
then
when you sold the rights to them, what did you remain as in the film? In what capacity?
As a presenter, as a producer.
Okay.
The rights are mine rights, my exploitation rights. 100% rights are with KriArj, and KriArj sells it to somebody.
Okay, fine.
It is my rights. It's like मेरा सामान है, मैंने अपना सामान बेचा है.
Yeah.
मेरी फिल्म है, मैं पैसा डाल रही हूँ, मेरा सामान है. So it's like,
Right.
So it's like a collateral in a way that you give away your rights to.
Fine. So you remain as a presenter and a co-producer after selling the digital and satellite, yeah?
No, I don't remain as a co-producer. I remain as a producer. Co is just because there are three people, so it's called co. Otherwise, I remain as a producer. KriArj is a presenter, the owner of the film.
Okay.
So John is the co-producer because we have given him a credit. He was not the producer of the film.
Okay.
KriArj gave him the capacity of a co-producer because of the fact that he was line producing the film and he was creatively involved in the film.
Okay.
And if John chose to only look at money, then he could have just simply become an actor and he could have really let us handle, and we could have got the same line producer, outsourced line producer which John Abraham got from outside again. We could have also got, because there are so many good line production companies around, so many people. So we could have done the same thing. It is not rocket science.
So he is the presenter on the film as on date, yeah?
Yes, with me.
Fine. Then?
So this happened. So and the movie started. And John at the same time promised us that, okay, the number is 35, but I will discount you by 3 crore. Don't worry, let the shoot start and let me just begin shoot. Let me reach Rajasthan and I'm going to work it out. I'll make sure the budgets are kept very tight and I'll save 2-3 crores. And also I had promised Z that I will recoup whatever money we can save. We should make sure that the money comes back to our kitty, So I said, no, John has given words, and they were aware of it, that he's promised this kind of numbers. Because he knew it's not working out. Okay, it was very difficult. It was achievable because of the will as well as the intention of making the film happen and making sure that John is fine. At the same time, what went wrong just before the shoot, where everything in my entire team was heartbroken, and we had a severe heartburn, and that was the trust completely broke between us. So John knew that we are offended by that point, but it was too late. Like you say, you can't do anything about it, but just keep your mouth shut. But how much can you keep your mouth shut? I've kept my mouth at too many events. So the second incident, third incident happened when John demanded of a 50% IP from KriArj. It's always a sharing of 33, or a sharing of 25%, 25%. But the person who's got in the film, or the person who's investing 100% or taking the responsibility, of funding this much amount of film, it's a mandate. So, the IP remains between KriArj. First, KriArj should hold 50% IP. Or yet, sometimes it happens that, okay, actors also, demand of an IP, but then you don't take such kind of fees, okay? Especially. But John took a 35 crore number into the budget of the film, a P&A of 10 crores, which was later. and then IP of 50%, came into profits, became a line producer, made money on the line production also. Okay, ran his office through our money because the film, every penny was provided by our company, and that's in the budget of the film.
He demanded 50% of the IP, huh?
He's taken or demanded. He just, and that's when we started having that little bit of kind of telling him, John, please ऐसा मत करिए, John, please. है ना, हजारों बार भीख मांगा है उनसे, भीख मांगा है, लिटरली भीख का बोलते हैं कि John मत करिए, हमारी भी नई कंपनी है, what will I get, IP is important, 25%. He said no, he is trying to make his company into something, and please let us go, this is very important, and he would stop communication. So suddenly it was like, अरे communication नहीं हो रहा, बात नहीं हो रही है 20 दिन, और फिर एक शूटिंग से पहले एक माहौल खराब हो रहा था, नेगेटिव हो रहा था. फिर जॉन को वापस से प्लीज करने के लिए फिर से बोला कि जैसे आप कहते हैं झुक जाइए, प्लीज के लिए आप झुक जाते हैं, झुकना ही पड़ गया, और जॉन को हमने सरेंडर कर दिया अपने 50% IP, बिकॉज बीच में आके फिर तब जो आज हो रहा है वो तब होता, फिर होता है KriArj has fallen out with John Abraham, film is not happening, fighting or whatever, same चीज. तो तब के suppression became explosion, understand? So this was the event, and then shooting पे तो मैं कभी गई नहीं, पोखरंगी के कभी मन नहीं किया, और फिर भी इसको पूरा स्पेस दे दिया, और कभी हम शूटिंग पे गए नहीं आज तक. मैं तो कभी नहीं गई पोखरन में शूटिंग पे आज तक. मैं चाहती भी नहीं हूँ, बट मन किया, बट इतना अंदर से हो गया था कि दिल नहीं किया और छोड़ दिया.
Something had cut off.
Completely cut off.
No, something had died in you, I'm saying, and regarding this.
Yeah, something was not, I didn't feel like, and that was end of it. And I was only worried about what's going to happen, and okay, you're shooting there, and anyway, I was always there for John, always there. And we had still on good terms, and I was still respectful of whatever relationship I shared with him, still, because he's elder, senior, and हम लोग फिर भी नए हैं और आज भी नए हैं, तो भी एक तरीके से उनको let go करके छोड़ उनको express की always, because I'm a very expressive person, I always speak up. So I had this habit of always reaching out to him and telling him I'm not liking John, and I would tell him things. Okay, he would hear me out, and बस उसके आगे वो बोलता कि चलो let's move forward, and बात खत्म हो जाती. उसके बाद बढ़ते बढ़ते पिक्चर खत्म हो गई. उसके बाद सितंबर में जब पिक्चर खत्म हो गई तो मुझे अच्छे से याद है कि तब पद्मावत का वॉक चल रहा था बहुत ज्यादा कि पिक्चर कभी भी रिलीज हो सकती है, और अचानक हमें पता चलता है कि 1 दिसंबर की अराउंड दिसंबर 8 को मेरी फिल्म की रिलीज थी. मुझे अच्छे से याद है. और तो ऑब्वियसली सितंबर में जब जॉन क्लेम कर रहे हैं कि हमने पेमेंट रोका, तो लास्ट एक डिलीवरी होती है, ट्रांचेस होता है फिल्म का, और तब जब हमें पता चल गया पद्मावत आ रही थी, तो हमें क्लियर था कि हम दिसंबर में रिलीज नहीं कर सकते, आगे टाइगर जिंदा आने वाली थी पद्मावत के बाद. देयर वाज नो स्कोप इन जनवरी बिकॉज देयर वाज रोबो एट दैट टाइम. ओके, एंड देन देयर वाज planned, and then when Padma there was 2 months. So when you have a film which is delayed by 2 months, you don't put the last delivery or the delivery of the last few tranches, because there's a cost of money also which a producer suffers. You save that money. Every money is interest money. Don't just give it away. And I told John to just let's be cool. Let's understand the production, the proper release date. Let's plan poster and low down on the post production. So that picture stay नहीं लगे, आराम से करते हैं. मेरे मना करने के बाद भी उन्होंने मेरी बात सुनी नहीं. उन्होंने बोला टेक्नीशियंस नहीं, मुझे अभी खत्म करना, अभी वो प्रेशर बनाने के लिए, बिकॉज ही जस्ट थॉट कि मुझे अभी पैसा दे के खत्म कर दो. तो हमको बताना पड़ा था कि जॉन पैसे ऐसे नहीं आते, ऐसे ऐसे करके आते हैं, डिलीवरी होती है. तो वहां से थोड़ा सा हमारे बीच में वो शुरू हो गया कि उनको हमारी बात समझ में नहीं आ रही है, और हम अपने गाने की बात पूछ रहे हैं कि आइटम सॉन्ग कब होगा, तो उसके लिए वो कुछ और जवाब दे रहे हैं. सो देयर वाज लॉट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, एंड द बिगेस्ट स्टोरी इज that his own line producer, who he got on board, who was a very, very dear person, it was very special to me also, and he himself was against the budget. उनके और मेरे पास फिर भी उसका fully 50 बार मेरा झगड़ा हुआ उसी बात पे कि जॉन, आपकी खुद की टीम जिनको आपने किया, वो खुद बोलते हैं कि नहीं फीस बहुत हैवी है और आपको कम करना चाहिए 2.5-3 करोड़ रुपए. तो उनकी खुद की टीम से ही मुझे उससे ही मेरी बात होगी, because finally KriArj is responsible at the end of the day, because everybody is in your profit. You make anybody who's investing into the film is looking at the welfare of the film as well as to do a good break even and also look at अच्छी फिल्म चले.
Yeah, so they were also not convinced. Yeah.
आज की सबसे बड़ी नेसेसिटी हो गई बॉक्स ऑफिस पे कमाल दिखाना कंटेंट के साथ.
हेलो
जी, मैं आ गई. फिर जनवरी में आपको पता ही है कि पैडमैन शिफ्ट हो गई, परी शिफ्ट हो गई एंड फिर परमाणु की डेट 27 अप्रैल थी। फिर उसके बीच में हमें ये बात थी कि हमें वाइबिलिटी को लेके फिर से हमें बात करनी थी, क्योंकि म्यूजिक का हमें डिलीवरी नहीं मिल रही थी। म्यूजिक वाज कंप्लीटली, वी वर नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विद द म्यूजिक completely, and there was not anything which was promised to us didn't happen. There was a song which he was supposed to do. He said, okay, I'm not going to spend from this, that it should be spent from the P&A. So it was undemanding and completely, ट्रेलर देखा, ट्रेलर को हमने जब देखा तो 6 बार रिजेक्ट कर दिया कि क्या ट्रेलर है। फिर हमको ये नहीं पता कि सेंसरशिप कैसे होती है, मतलब कि अब ट्रेलर अगर आपको टीवी पे देना है तो उसकी सेंसरशिप करनी पड़ती है, ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातों को लेके दिक्कत आ रही थी। बिकॉज एक तो कम्युनिकेशन के लिए कोई नहीं था उधर उनकी टीम पे। उनके मैनेजर है जिनसे बात करनी पड़ती है हर बात को लेके, एंड वही बिजनेस मैनेजर है उनकी, तो उन्हीं से बातचीत करनी पड़ती थी, तो तकलीफ हो रही थी। एंड देन देयर वाज an incident which really took off very badly on us. That was Girish Johar, XZ Studio, who is with KriArj, who is a part of KriArj, and he and John misbehaved with him. Very actually, John had to call up and say and apologize to him, because I was a person who called and told them, Girish is also from the trade, and don't do this to anybody who's a senior. Do not disrespect people, because his manager and John called him and misbehaved and abused him, which nobody knows of. तो जॉन के साइड से बदतमीजी होना शुरू हो गई थी। उनको कुछ भी बात बोलो, कुछ भी उनको समझाने की कोशिश करो तो बदतमीजी से बात करने लग गए थे। वेरी रूड, एंड थोड़ा सा डिप्रेशन होने लग गया उनसे बात करने में। डर बैठ गया, कुछ भी हो मेरे ऑफिस आ जाओ, कुछ भी हो मेरे ऑफिस आ जाओ, कुछ भी हो मेरे ऑफिस आके मीटिंग करो, तो बहुत ज्यादा ये मेंटल डिप्रेशन सा होने लग गया था माहौल को लेके। और हम ये बात किसी से करते नहीं, बिकॉज वी हैव नेवर स्पोकन आउटसाइड अबाउट दिस। ऑफ कोर्स ऑन द कॉन्ट्री, लाइक आई सेड, John started from, I think, somewhere from January, because he was very pissed off on me on Padmavat. He thought that I gave an interview saying that, I will not come in front of Padmavat, and he said I should have said that, oh, VFX very nahi hai. And I didn't listen to him. So he was miffed with me. Even then, he was miffed with me because of Pari. He wanted to come with Pari, though everybody is very, very clear that just now, in the month of January end, I don't know, somewhere in January, John himself has tweeted and tagged KriArj, saying that he's coming on 2nd March with Pari. Correct? And
but
then
how could he not understand that? How will a producer release दो पिक्चरें खुद की?
आप समझ रहे हैं ना, मैं इसी मुद्दे पे आ रही हूँ कि ये बात आप समझ रहे हैं कि ऐसे प्रेशर आ रहे थे जॉन के साइड से। ये मैं बताने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ।
And how could he even think of coming in the time of Padmavat and Tiger? Yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering. Yeah.
नो, मैं एकता टाइगर की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ। एकता टाइगर आ रही थी तो हम उस टाइम पे नहीं आ सकते थे।
Yeah.
It's not about that he wanted to come. No, I didn't say that. I said there was Ekta Tiger की release थी after Padmavat, which was on the 1st December and 27th, because Padmavat was a huge film, so there was no release date.
Yeah.
So there was no date, but there was 27th April. Correct. तो जब परी 2nd मार्च को आ रही थी, तो जॉन खुद 27th अप्रैल से उन्होंने बोला कि मैं 2nd मार्च को आऊंगा, बिकॉज होली वीकेंड है। जानते हुए कि हमारी फिल्म रिलीज हो रही है KriArj की, फिर भी उन्होंने मुझ पर बहुत प्रेशर डाली। ये बात भी एविडेंट है, उन्होंने ट्वीट भी कर दिया। एक पॉइंट पे मैंने सरेंडर कर दिया इसी डर से कि मुझे कोई जॉन से झगड़ा नहीं चाहिए था, मुझे उनसे डर लगता था।
Did he ask you at any time कि परी को पुश कर दो? नहीं।
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So many times. तो उनसे एक हल्का सा एक डर बैठ गया था कि वो वापस से नाराज ना हो जाए, वापस से कैसे संभाले, बिकॉज उनका टेम्पर अलग ही था और वो बात नहीं करते थे, डिस्कनेक्ट। You understand? He would just suddenly one time they just not respond to you, and after 4 days again come back, and again that 4 days would get wasted, and he don't realize that every minute is important.
Yeah.
Marketing needs time. You need to sit down and plan before time, not that okay, only demand money without any planning. Okay, there's not a single poster. Every poster जो भी बना है was done by KriArj. There was nothing which came from his side, no creativity. Last poster जो भी आया ही नहीं है, वो लास्ट में अभी का भी बनवाया था, अभी लास्ट में, जब तक हमने P&A का नहीं दिया, उन्होंने पोस्टर भी अपने साइड से। तो ये सब होता गया। तो इस तरह की बहुत सारा 2-3 महीने में प्रेशर बनता गया, and I was busy with Batman and Pari at the same time, going through this pressure of release date of John, and also asking for a discount, which I openly spoke on record that I did request him and pleaded with him कि आप 2 करोड़ छोड़ दीजिए जॉन, वाइबिलिटी के जैसे मेरे लिए छोड़ दीजिए प्लीज, आप आगे ले लीजिए, आप पिक्चर रिलीज हो जाए पहला आउट ले लीजिए, कुछ भी कर लीजिए, आप 33.50 पे पिक्चर खत्म कर दीजिए। ऐसे करके हम बहुत प्यार से, बहुत प्लेजेंट तरीके से उनको रिक्वेस्ट किया, उन्होंने उसको डिसमिस किया। फिर हमने बोला ठीक है छोड़ देते हैं। फिर वापस से उन्होंने डिसाइड कर लिया कि वो बातचीत नहीं करेंगी और हमारे तो वो तो सुपरस्टार है बहुत बड़े वर्ल्ड के, उनसे बड़ा स्टार इंडस्ट्री में ना कोई था ना, तो हमारी तो कोई औकात ही नहीं उनके सामने, तो बात भी नहीं करेंगे, यू नो। So he treat you like I always said he would misbehave. So उनसे बात करने के लिए भी तो मैनेजर के थ्रू उनसे बात करनी पड़ती थी कि वो क्या चाहते हैं,
करेक्ट,
यू नो, और कैसे चाहते हैं, क्या चाहते हैं। फिर अभी लास्ट में जाके लीगल टू लीगल बात हो रही है कि कैसे करना है। तो लिटरली दिस इज, सी यू नो, you can't make from success. So this is feeling like, you know, I'm sitting in a law school and making paperwork and doing things, you know, fighting for 2 crore rupees, where a partner, and also because John is a partner. When you're requesting an actor also, उसमें कोई शर्म की बात नहीं है. It's not a sin, it's not a crime. You can go to an actor and say, you know what, this is not working out. As a producer, ये 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000 की रिकॉर्ड है कि जब जब किसी प्रोड्यूसर पर तकलीफ है, प्रोड्यूसर एक्टर के पास जाके ऑलवेज बोलता है, और बहुत एक्टर्स कंपैशनेट होते हैं, काइंड इनफ होते हैं कि मदद करते हैं प्रोड्यूसर की भी। प्रोड्यूसर्स को दबाते नहीं है कि उनको एक मशीन समझ के आप फिर उनको यूज कर लें, ऐसा नहीं होता।
And he's called you, and he's called the company.
Yeah, John has called me trader. I'm glad, but I think I call John wolf in sheep's clothing. He's called me a trader because to talk to a woman and speak such language, you know, when he is an educated man, it's a shameful thing of what kind of language he's used, but it's very, very degrading. And I think it shows his upbringing. And you know, I have a father here who can also very well answer, and I can also say something very rude, but I'm not going to do that because it's all in the open. I will not stoop to his level, because what is he? What value is he bringing? What he is doing for the country? Is he making Parmanu for the soldiers? Is it really making a patriotic film? Is it really for the army? Is it really for the country? Is it for 2 crore rupees? What is he doing? Who's a trader or who's a traitor? If I am a trader, then John is a traitor for sure. So that's what I like to say for him, because he is not making Parmanu. This is all a sham that, you know, you try to then come on marketing and campaign. It's all fake, you know. You be true to your work first of all. You please do it. It's for soldiers and NGOs and army. What are you doing? You're fighting. आपको तो 2 करोड़ उठा के चैरिटी में देना चाहिए। आप तो इतने रिच हो, इतने पिक्चर बनाई है आपने, आपको तो चैरिटी करना चाहिए। And after I don't need to prove to him what I've made. Everybody knows 4 film success. अभी मेरी 2 पिक्चर रिलीज हुई हैं, अभी थिएटर में, अभी तो परी चल रही है अभी भी। तो मुझे उनकी बात से सुन के मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता है, और वो क्या बोलते हैं वो दिखता है कि उनका क्या क्लास है, उसे पता चलता है।
करेक्ट।
इससे मेरा क्लास नहीं, उनका क्लास पड़ता है। अगर वो इतने मैच्योर इंसान है, पहली बात तो ये मीडिया में सपोर्ट नहीं लेके, पहली बात तो अपने घर पे बुला के 6 बार मीटिंग करते, 4 लोग को बुलाते इंडस्ट्री से, मुझे भी बुला लेते अगर उनको लगता है मुझे समझने की जरूरत थी उनके बारे में। तो और बहुत प्यार से तरीके होते हैं, यू नो, बैठ के आप किसी से तमीज से बिहेव करें, अच्छे से बात करें, बुलाएं। ऐसा कोई इंसान नहीं होता है। अगर आप किसी से नफरत भी करते हैं ना आज के डेट में, तो भी बुला के बोले मुझे आपकी शक्ल पसंद नहीं है, मुझे आप पसंद नहीं है, अच्छा आपके साथ मुझे पिक्चर नहीं करनी है। मैं बोलती जॉन, वो तो ऐसे भी बोल देते, वही बात खत्म होती थी, जॉन ठीक है, पैसा जब रिलीज हो जाए आप दे दीजिएगा, ठीक है आप रिलीज कर लेंगे फिल्म, मुझे आपसे मिलना नहीं। क्या मार्केटिंग करेंगे ऐसे इंसान के साथ बैठ के? क्या करेंगे? झूठ बोलेंगे टीवी में जाके, ओ वाई माई फिल्म परमाणु, ओ आई जॉन इज सच अ ब्रिलियंट नाइस पर्सन एंड आई लाइक मेकिंग अ फिल्म विद हिम, व्हाट शुड आई से, फेक इट। तो जब आप पीएनए पे भी स्पेंड किया जाता है मार्केटिंग पे ना, एक दिल से काम होता है। पिक्चर में नेगेटिविटी से कुछ नहीं होता है। पैसा हराम का नहीं आता है, किसी का भी पैसा हो हराम का नहीं होता है। एवरीबडी मनी वी आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू। इफ जॉन सेज डिलीवरी ऑफ द फिल्म, अगर कल उठ के डिलीवरी नहीं करता तो जी स्टूडियो को क्या वापस करेंगे, क्या देंगे, क्या उनके हाथ में देंगे, किसी का नुकसान करा दें? ऐसा नहीं होता है ना। ही हैज नो अंडरस्टैंडिंग डिलीवरी इसलिए होता है कि वो पिक्चर, बाबा आप पे भरोसा करके पिक्चर दी, आप डिलीवरी दीजिए तो मैं सामने वालों को डिलीवरी दूं। You know, I cannot provide trash to my own partners, right? At least I am responsible. I will not want losses for my studio for sure.
And nothing he has shown you all what he has shot, what he has.
No, not the film at all.
Which is also strange because 2 big partners.
No, he would show it to the world. He would show it to his gym trainer. He would show it to his staff. He'd show it to anybody and everybody. Because positioning उनके पास थी कि उनके ऑफिस में वो पड़ा हुआ है अपने रोल एंड रील, तो वो जिसको चाहे दिखा सकता है, बट क्रियाज किसी को नहीं दिखा सकता। अगर मुझे अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को दिखाना है, नॉर्मली क्या होता है आपकी ट्रेलर आती है, तो इतनी गलत सिस्टम हो गया ये, जो सबके साथ तो नहीं है, जो लोग पावरफुल है उनके साथ तो नहीं होता, बिकॉज यू नो दे आर टॉप प्रोड्यूसर्स हु डोंट, and obviously ये कई बार हो जाता है when you're starting off, and when you're new to the industry, you don't understand few things, and everybody is learning. Nobody comes here with all the education. It's not that. So if today as a producer, he completed my film, okay, there is a release date of the teaser or the trailer. Today आज मेरा ट्रेलर आता, मैं अब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स को दिखाती, सबको दिखाती, मैं ऑल इंडिया बेचती, मे भी मुझे अच्छे ऑफर्स आते, मे भी मेरी फिल्म और गर्म होती. It's a business, okay. A producer needs to know how to recover their money. You need to plan. Creativity और एक फिल्म को हाईजैक करके आप बैठ नहीं सकते हो कि आपने सामने वाले को पूरा हाथ काट के बिठा दिया, पैसा ले लिया है, पिक्चर वहाँ रख ली है, और आप उसके साथ फिर बोलते हैं कि मैं अपनी पिक्चर, आप कौन है, 30 करोड़ लेके आप कौन है. यहाँ तो 3 करोड़ रुपए लेके भी लोग नहीं छोड़ते हैं किसी को भी. तो ये तो 30 करोड़ की बात है, और जो अपनी फिल्म है